Welcome to the Freedom Property Podcast, the modern real estate brand empowering excellence. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back. It's the Freedom Property Podcast show. We have got another one of the Joshes, JD, Mr. Josh Davey in the building.
Thanks for having me. Cheers.
What's going on, mate? How you doing?
Good. Yeah.
What's been happening, mate?
Not much. Feel like I've dodged this a couple of times. So
You certainly have, mate. You certainly have. It's good to have you on the show.
Yeah.
This is your first year in real estate.
Yeah.
Tell us about it. How's it been?
Yeah, whirlwind. I guess, jumping in, had a good idea on, how I thought real estate was going to run and things like that. And then you jump in and you just got to, learn something new every day and kind of, the idea of the way you talk to people and get listings and things like that changed over the last 8 months. Yeah. Just, more farming kind of thing instead of looking for the now. So
Absolutely. Yeah, you got to play the long game, it's been a good year for you, it's not finished yet, but do you feel like the year you've had is the year you expected to have, or has it been better, or has it been worse? Like, where's your head at with this year?
I think I've probably kind of where I expected to be. Yep. We always want to do more, I guess, but I think I'm happy always coming into it, starting fresh. If I could, cover myself in terms of monetary wise to get through the year, then I'd be happy. And as long as I can just build my own profile to, as I said, for long term, that's, what I was kind of focused on. So, yeah, and it's not about putting too much pressure on yourself in the first year. Your first year, you've achieved a lot more than most people have done in their first year. Honestly, know. So you're in a good spot at the moment. So I think now it's about getting the marketing right with you, and collecting more listing opportunities that we spoke about last week in our one-on-one. You need to really ramp them listing opportunities up. We build your community, and we start to really focus on that. Start to be seen more in that area. And naturally, it's just a time game now. Getting to know these people, meet more people.
So you did you do anything before real estate?
I had a bit of a crazy kind of, once I got out of school, I jumped into more of a trade side of thing. My old man was doing a building company. So I was just kind of a bit of a floater, doing more on the job kind of jobs. And then I had a car accident and kind of put me off track a little bit for a year or so, just recovering from that. And then I, started to get back into work, but had to change everything that I was doing in terms of, being on site was probably something I couldn't really do too much more of. So I, just had to change what I wanted to do. But always being in the building industry, obviously you got the, sales agents for new homes there. And I always liked that. So I, pulled the trigger and jumped on, had a meeting with you, and
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because so that car accident that would have rocked you a bit then.
I had a pretty big crash and got electrocuted by power lines, so I was out for a bit. Had to go through quite a few skin grafts and surgeries and things like that. So I had a bit of rehab with that as well, just to be able to do normal functioning stuff. And it kind of just changes everything. You don't sweat the normal way you do, and your body doesn't function the same way. So jumping back out on site, I couldn't do a couple of hours and I'd be rooted. So I just had to change the way I looked at wanting to work, which in hindsight, I'm where I'm at, I'm happy where I'm at. I think if I was still on a job site, I'd be a bit different.
Absolutely. So I guess, you've been through a bit of adversity in your life then, you know what I mean? To recover from something like that. So real estate should be a walk in the park for you.
A walk in the park.
You know what I mean? That. Like, you should tell your story, bro. Like, you're obviously not a quitter, if you can get through something like that and recover as well as what you have. Yeah. Like, I heard you were in a crash, but I didn't really know that extent.
No, it's definitely I think, like with the crash, being through the physio side of things with everything, and you have other, people that have been through burns and stuff in there, and they're still there for years doing the physio, and, they want to get better, but they didn't want to do exactly what they had to do to get better. Yeah. I definitely think that side of it's more of a mind thing than a physical thing. I couldn't lift my arm above my head or anything like that. Yeah. And all I kept thinking was like, I just want to be able to lift my arm up and whatever else. So I just got through the pain. I recovered quite quickly for what I had, which was, I just think it's a mental thing, and this game is definitely a mental thing.
Absolutely.
Nothing, physically wise, you're in an office, but it can pull you down a bit, like just up against the brick wall trying to get going. So
that's it. Yeah. Like, it is all mental real estate, so the fact that you can, take your past experiences in your life and then, incorporate that now into real estate and know that, you just got to take it day by day, don't you?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And like step by step, I guess that's what you do in recovery as well. Not try and think too long term. It's just like, what do I have to do today?
Yeah. That's it.
So what are you doing every day?
What am I doing every day? Well, now, as I said, it's more farming. So I've got my area that I want to work in, and, so it's just trying to meet everyone that lives in that area and, just trying to let everyone know that I'm in real estate and just service these people, not, as I said, not try and get them to sell now or anything like that. Just make sure that, when they think of real estate, they think of me. And so it's just trying to get in contact with, as you said, more people and just, open people, so people know who I am, basically.
That's it. Yeah. And look, as long as these people still live in that house, you got a chance with them.
Yeah,
they haven't left yet.
As you always say, we know where they live. They're cemented to the ground.
Seriously. Yeah, you know where your customers live, agents. Like just go meet them, start building a relationship with them, and if they like you, then you find your people, don't you? So, so in terms of farming your area, let's talk to some of the agents. Like, what are you doing?
So I've got bus stops. I've got a few bus stops in my little patch, so either leading into it or within the area that I'm at. So just trying to be seen that way, doing flyer drops, obviously hitting the cold calls, trying to get back into the door knocking. I was doing a lot when I first started at the start of the year and kind of drifted away from it. But just trying to make sure people see me, doing online ads. So obviously with Chris, who we have for media. So just trying to do a little bit more with that. I've run a few, like a competition with some local businesses.
Definitely.
Just to get seen. Just not to get anything out of it, but just to be seen. So that people know that I'm, in real estate and know who I am. So
absolutely. Yeah. You just got to get noticed, and then when you get noticed, show them what you're good at, show them the process, then take it from there.
Yeah, that's it.
And what's as for you as an agent, if one of your clients is watching this right now, like what do you bring to the party?
What do I bring to the party? Good question. Yeah, I don't know. I think I just like to be super honest. Know exactly what they want to do, and just try and help them the best with what they're trying to get out of it. I don't like to be too pushy or anything like that. So I hope that kind of comes off when I'm meeting with people. I always say it, like, I'm not here to make you sell, I'm here to help you sell. So like, I want to be that person that they come to, but just try and, have a little bit more of a relaxed approach and not, come in so hot.
Definitely. Not here to make you sell, here to help you sell. I like it.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that one before, so I like that. So what's some of the challenges you're facing at the moment in getting this, up and running?
I think it's just, I hit the cold calls or, trying to do the prospecting side of thing that way. And then I forget a little bit about the marketing side and I'm just like kind of one or the other. So I'm trying to find that balance now where I, have a bit of a structure throughout my day and make sure that I'm hitting something, whether it's flyers going out every month or just make sure I don't miss anything. So
consistency, eh?
Yeah, just the consistency is probably the one thing I'd be like, oh, I'm not doing my marketing. So and then I'd like pump out a heap of marketing and then I'm like, I haven't picked up the phone for a bit and then I'll pick up the phone. So just need to make sure I can, do it all constantly and
definitely. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you got to have a plan, you got to plan for all this stuff and just have it all clockwork, like with your marketing, you can plan the next 2 months and forget about it, and just be like, oh, well, that's done, and then just focus on, chasing everything down. What's your plan? Like, what's your goals? Like, what do you want to achieve in real estate?
I want to get a team under me. Like I look at, obviously, you've got a few people in our office. I think Ollie's someone good that I look at. He's started, I think he's only been with Freedom or in real estate for 3 years. And he's grown. He's got a few good people under him and he's building a good business, good brand. So I just want to get a bit of a team under me, have a good, kind of representation around myself. So just have a good, so people in the area know me and just build a team basically and just grow this thing. So
absolutely. Any like standout moments for you so far in real estate?
Ooh, good question. Any standout moments?
Like what are you enjoying right now? Like what's really enjoyable to you in real estate?
I mean, I genuinely like coming to work, which is the first thing. And I just like meeting people. Like it sounds cliche, but genuinely going out and meeting people and hearing their stories, whether it's, they're selling to retire or, I have a few people that I talk to and, want to go on holiday or something next year to Europe and forget all the real estate stuff and just talk about, like travel, and they give you tips on where to go, when to go and things like that. And it's just, I don't know, it's cool hearing people, and you can, when you have something similar with someone, you walk through a house. I grew up racing, so, I might see something on the wall that they follow motorsport, and I'm like, I can get in a long conversation about that. So, I think just meeting people and hearing people's stories about things. So,
nice, mate. Nice. And, so you obviously touched on, you've been through a bit of adversity, so that's allowed you to create this thick skin, I imagine. You know, it doesn't really matter what you say because you're going to need a bit of that in real estate, aren't you? And it allows you to know that you need to do the simple things right in order to get to the next level. Which, geez, like a lot of the things in your life that have led into real estate is exactly how it is. So and like what would you advise, like say a new person, and we've got a few of them that are about to start in real estate right now, like what would you say to them? Because you've done a year now, like if you could go back and say to yourself as you started, like coming from you know what I mean, like not from me, because when I say it, like people are like, oh yeah, you're just saying it again, like, but this is what we need like you to say to someone like a Luke Moss, for instance, who's about to kick it off in real estate, is to say like 12 months ago, I wish someone said this to me. What is that?
I think just like work hard. Obviously pick up the phone, and that you said come from someone else, but genuinely just pick up the phone and just make sure you meet everyone that you can. If you're getting into it, just have a strong head. That's probably the hardest part too. You might go through and you'll list quite a bit, and then you'll be like, like I need to get back on that bandwagon. You can get a bit down, and I think just keeping a strong head and run your own race. Don't worry about what anyone else in the office is doing. Just like you can get buried in someone else might walk in and have 5 listings or be building a team quicker than you or something like that. I think just run your own race, know where you were at 12 months ago, and just keep building on that.
Absolutely, bro.
Yeah. So.
Absolutely. No, that's That's a really good advice for anybody that's about to kick it off in real estate. And obviously, you're so new into real estate right now, and the year you've had, like it's a good year for someone that's brand new into real estate. So you're doing well. I guess the next stage for you right now is all about listing opportunities. For me, like that's how to handle these leads well. But you need more listing opportunities, because if you don't have more of them, then you're never going to get the listings in the first place. So obviously getting more of them, and then working on your structure of your team, and obviously it's just you at the moment, but we go through that sales business unit that we spoke about. Make sure that's all perfect, and then obviously having a really good listing presentation, because when you go into these things, you don't want to drop the ball. No,
and I think like when I get to the point of, as you said, just meeting more people, because once I get to the point where I sit face to face with them and we have our system that we have, and I talk to them and, can run them through the way that we do things here and things like that, they're like, wow, like you have so many people that are just like, whoa, like
absolutely,
that's the way you treat buyers, or that's the way you handle, listing stages and things like that, and who we have behind the scenes. So they're just like, whoa, like once I meet with them, they're like, we like you and your business. So
is that what you're enjoying about Freedom? Is it like that sort of transparency with your business? And
100%. Yeah, I can walk in and you can just tell everyone exactly how it runs. We have someone for, the listing coordination, and there's a process for everything. And just the way that we deal with buyers. So when you walk in and they're like, prove you've got buyers, you're just like, all right, bang. And
yeah, they can't believe it. It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah, because no one else has shown them that, especially live. Like they can print off a document if you want, but that's not showing them live buyers in an actual, pool, and every conversation you've had with them. It's pretty much impossible to do that without our system, eh?
Yeah. So it's awesome.
Yeah, and like what's like where's your head at right now with everything? Are you thinking like carry on doing what you're doing right now, or is there get a team quicker, or is it like what's the next step for you?
No, like I said, I want to grow a team. So next year I want to be able to be in the position to get someone on as a buyer manager to run those kind of things, and I can more lead into the point of just looking for the listings and focusing on the marketing side of things. So just build the team and just make sure everything's covered.
Nice.
As you've got the business plan structure set out. So get someone in and have roles and build this thing, double it every year.
This podcast show is going to hold you accountable to this.
I know.
You just said it.
I'm on the record.
Absolutely. We're going to watch this in 12 months time or couple of years time. We'll have you back on the show. Probably be in a decked out podcast studio by then. This isn't too bad, but time to ramp this up. And we'll get you back on the show, and we'll see how far your business has grown and you as a person have grown. It's going to be an exciting journey to watch, mate. No, we're quietly confident in what you're about to do in your suburb of choice there, and I know you're going to be good at real estate. So just keep doing what you're doing and have faith in the plan, bro.
That's it.
Thanks for coming on today.
Cheers, bro.
Appreciate it.
Thank
Cheers.
you.